We're back for the best series on YouTube. I do want to say the hard cap and stuff is going up. Um, like this was super low originally, but it is going up. So that's good. But welcome back. We are on episode 10th episode already, I know, of the KBA NBA Reset series. If you need a reminder, because it's been a couple days since I have recorded this. We just did the 2004 draft. We're going into 0405 now. We've got the Bobcats here in there. Is this their second year? Oh no, this might be their first year. Okay, so this is their first year. Um, a lot of teams aren't great. This team has 490 still, but they've got some things they need to address up top. Cleveland, of course. The Celtics just got the first overall pick and drafted Dwight Howard. The Clippers are young. Just scroll through quickly. I don't want to spend too much time on this. The Lakers got a couple players up top between Vince and Odom. This team getting a little old. Don't know how much time they have left. LeBron is a Brooklyn Net. He is almost 89 overall in his second season. Pacers, Dwayne Wade. Carmelo. This team has Carmelo, Chris Bosh, and Kyle Korver. Who else did they draft? But yeah, this team had the second and fourth pick in the 2003 draft. This team's good. Some old Kobe's over here pretty much by himself. So look out for some trades there. And then the best players in the league, Tracy McGrady, Ray Allen, Kobe, KG, and Vince are our top five, followed shortly behind with some Peja. We're going to go through this season, and then we are going to look at our NBA records books. Rashard Lewis, I believe this is his second time getting traded, and we have absolutely nothing to do with it. We did not do these trades, but he's going to San Antonio to be with Tony Parker. We're at the halfway point, and I just want to say this era of like logos, amazing. They're just awesome. I mean, the Magic, the Sixers, the Wizards, the Hawks, the Raptors, I mean the Bobcats and Pistons. While we're here, you can look. Bucks and Cavs are both 11 and 29. This team hasn't been great for a while. Same with this team. Larry Johnson's on his way out. 35 years old. I think they made the playoffs a couple times, but and even out west, I mean, the logo, the Kings, the New Orleans Hornets, the Warrior logo, the Supersonics is still here. Utah. And then look who's near the bottom. Oops. Look who's near the bottom. 25 points a game, 23 points a game, 19 points a game. Maybe because their centers kind of suck, I would assume. Rick Smith is averaging 3 points a game on some of the worst splits I've ever seen, except free throws, I guess. I don't know what's up with that. But that's crazy. San Antonio, we're a young team. Tony Parker's here. Karan Butler is here. And then Rashard Lewis is a little bit older, but he's still only 25. I don't think there's really a trade to be done here. So we're going to go to the end of the season. Kevin Garnett wins MVP. 23, 12, 6, steal and a half, and a block. Probably got DPOY too, but let's see. Dwight Howard, 18, 10 basically, and then 1.5 blocks. AK-47 got traded. That's right. About 12, 7, 3. Good defender. DPOY, KG. Wes McDaniel jumped from 5 points. Well, he got a very big increase in minutes because his numbers are about the same for 36. Chicago, 1 seed. Yeah, Chicago's the 1 seed. Gilbert, almost 30 points a game. Jason Richardson, 21, 9, and 6. Okay, KG. Tim Duncan, 27 and 12. If I had to guess, Tim Duncan's probably going to be close to top 5 scoring all time, depending on, when how injuries go for his career, of course, and if he plays as long as he did in real life. Dirk, another season averaging almost 30. 44% from 3 is a big man, and he made 262. That's awesome. Elton Brand still here. Hedo Turkoglu, I believe this is his first year on these awards. Chris Webber, getting worse numbers wise. You can see the drop off, but still great. D Wade, second season, and then T Mac, Jason Kidd, Vince 23, Kmart 21 and 10, Lamar Odom 23 and 9. Then Shaq, defensive team. We've seen these guys make it a bunch of times. Sean Marion, wow, this dude's averaging 11 boards as a small forward. We saw Dwight's numbers. Devin Harris 11 and 6. Not the perfect draft class for sure. But yeah, playoffs. So New Orleans is the 1 seed. Who is? Oh, is this Steve Nash in them? Right. Yes, I forgot they switched. It's still a good team. Golden State's the 2 seed, and then Chicago. All right. Let's sim round. Let's. Nothing too crazy other than LeBron got swept in the first round by Tim Duncan. Okay. Next round, Lakers out. So, I didn't even realize the Clippers were the 8 seed and beat New Orleans. So that's crazy. But they are in the conference final. Oh yes, Gilbert, Amari. Yeah. Yep. They with the way this Seattle teams looks, they might be going to the finals. Yeah, Vin Baker's hurt. Antonio McDyess, is he coming off the bench for? No, he's there. Okay. Just the rest of the team's not great. And then we've got Tim Duncan versus Shaq. I feel like we've seen this a few different times now. Pretty evenly matched, except for that small forward. Something is in my eye and it won't come out. 71 Chris Owens. Someone must be hurt. All right. Simulate. Both sides just gonna go up 3-0. Okay. 3-1. 4-1. We got 3-2. We can simulate. I keep telling about how we want to jump in and we haven't jumped in a while. Not this game. Not this game whatsoever. They were down 3-0. Please be a close game. Please be a close game. Toronto was down 3-0. Raptors need to make a second half push. It doesn't look like it unless they have a monstrous fourth. That's rough. You come back down 3-0 just to get blown out. Didn't even have really a great game. Marcus Camby is on this team. Okay. And then Seattle versus. Call me crazy, but I think that Shaq should be getting a ring. Come on, Shaq. Wow. Okay. Are we gonna have another 3-1 situation here? Wasn't 3. Oh, it was 3. It was 2-1 and then 3-1. Ooh. Score 1 Seattle. All right, let's jump in. Forget it. 6 points. It's not impossible. But we can jump in. The quality is already better than what you guys remember from last time we jumped in because we're in different eras now. J Kidd has 27 and 8. Shaq 17 and 13. Tell me no foul outs. Okay, Allen Houston and Shaq's close. No foul outs over here. That's good. Antonio McDyess has 25 and 10. Vin Baker is back. Byron Russell. All right, let's see it. That is not the camera angle I chose. All right. And we watch this so much better. You can tell who's who. So Shaq goes to Harris. I mean, they just need to get a good shot attempt. This is a good guy to give it to. Oh, clamps. Whoa, a behind the back? That's a risky pass. Good defense by Tyson Chandler. Yeah. Okay, Vin Baker. They need a kind of a quick shot. They are down 6. Kirk Heinrich. Mitty. No good. We'll let this play go. If they score, it's officially over. It might already be officially over, but we should have taken down the first. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this game. And it looks like the Orlando Magic will be NBA champions. No, it wasn't. They were down 3-2. That was just a forced game 7. Jason Kidd is injured. That's not great for them. But they need him to play. It's game 7. Are they going to come back down 3-1? Does Seattle have a last-minute push? Doesn't look like it. And I believe this is the second team to come back down 3-1 in the NBA Finals. Oh, it got close at the end. Jason Kidd. What is your injury? You need all bruised left hip. Okay, so not the worst thing. But with a bruised left hip, he plays 40 minutes, puts up a 45-point triple-double. Shaq gets a 25-point double-double. And they didn't really have too much help. All on this side, Antonio McDyess is hurt again. Pulled calf. So they come back down 3-1. Jason Kidd is finals MVP. It's big time player retirement. So Rod Strickland's calling it quits. That's fine with me. All these guys. Blue Edwards, we already said he couldn't retire. Gary Payton, he's still a good player. So I'm going to say no. Everyone else gone, though. And then historic changes. So there's a new mock draft. Okay. And then players will not be eligible for the draft until at least 1 year removed from high school or an international player that's 19 years or older. Okay. So no more high school players after this draft. You sure? And then draft lottery. This is for Chris Paul, and the Miami Heat get Chris Paul. Again, this is a draft where it's like you kind of want Chris Paul or nothing to an extent, if I remember correctly. Again, we watch the first 5 picks, but Chris Paul is a Miami Heat. Okay, doesn't look too bad in the Miami Heat jersey. Cleveland gets Lou Will. All right. Milwaukee, Danny Granger. That's a good player too, I will say. Bobcats get Raymond Felton. And Detroit takes Charlie Villanueva, former UConn. Gerald Green is a Rocket. He played there in real life. Darren Williams is a Celtic. Monte Ellis, Jared Jack, Luther Head, Nate Robinson, Bogut, Channing Frye down here to the Timberwolves. All right. Let's see what free agency holds for us. Kobe, unrestricted. Uh-oh. Is Kobe? I don't think Denver's that good. Oh, God. AI. Uh-oh. Gilbert Arenas is restricted. But Jermaine O'Neal, okay, Rockets, Keith Van Horn, Warriors. So some of these guys could be staying for sure. But I don't know. We might have some big moves here. We're gonna for sure look at teams quickly. So this team just won. Shaq's getting worse. Team doesn't look great. I mean, Kurt Thomas is their third best player, but then after that, I mean, Allen Houston's getting worse and worse by the day. Um, Still can score a little, but not perfect. Ray Allen is a 98 overall. Antoine Jameson is here. Andre Miller is here. Brian Reeves is here, and Grant Hill is still here, but looks like he's about to retire as well. And that team's still not bad. This team was just blew a 3-1 lead in the finals. They kind of need a third. They don't really have a third that they're in love with. Grizzlies don't look bad. I mean, they're a relatively newer, or well, sort of. They're a relatively new-ish team. Hedo. This team's good. Joe Johnson's kind of getting his way up there in the ranks to be the best player. Baron Davis getting a little worse somehow at 26. I don't know what we're doing here. Milwaukee, it's not great. They just drafted Danny Granger though, so hopefully he should be starting. So Kobe stayed. All right. Down here scoring from Kobe. All right. Yeah, he needs a guy. He needs a guy for sure. AI stayed. All right. Everyone is here for at least 2 years. For this big four, they got to get something out of it. They have to. They haven't gotten anything since Akeem yet left, I believe. This team's still not great. They just drafted Lou Will. Dwight Howard's taking a jump, so they've got a nice little 3 here with Dwight on the up and up. Clippers were just in the conference final. They're only getting better. The Hawks KG just won MVP. I don't know where they were in the playoffs. Utah, Chris Webber might need to find his way out. Getting old, probably wants to still compete if I had to guess. Yao Ming, still getting better. J.R. Smith's getting better on that team. This team was so bad last year. It's crazy. Okay, so Jay Williams and LeBron, 88 and 94 overall. LeBron averaged 24. Okay. Jason Richardson. So they got Jason Richardson because he wasn't on this. Oh, he was on this team. Okay, interesting. Wade, Billups. Still, I don't know why I thought Billups would be older. Houston, this team has just done nothing. They just kept bringing back these guys. Or well, no, Jamal Mashburn. Oh no, he was here last year. He's one of the biggest journeymen of all time. Seems good, man. They're young. They're gonna be there. Phoenix, their top 2, gonna be their top 2 for sure. Not scoring as much. Maybe I need to mess around with shot tendencies. Portland, Golden State, Miami, New Orleans, and back to Orlando. All right. I'm gonna mess with some shot tendencies, and I will be back so we can look at some NBA records. Chris Webber wanted out, so that's what Chris Webber gets. This team is still going to be somewhat young-ish. I mean, they've still got good players here, but I didn't realize they signed Manu. But he's going up to team with Kobe. His contract is 2 years, so they're giving up 2 picks. The guys that make the salary match, and then a second-round pick as well. So 2006 and 2010 are being given up. And this team will still have 2007, 2008, 2009, and then they'll be right back on track with 2010. So yeah, this is our blockbuster trade. So this team doesn't look great, obviously. And then if we go to Washington, they are going through an injury right now. Roland Smith, their point guard. But so it'll be Roland Smith, Kobe, Stevenson, Weber, and Rodman. Two guys. This is the 2006 draft. Not great, but we got Rondo, we got LaMarcus, Rudy Gay, Adam Morrison, Brandon Roy. And then let's take a look at our NBA records. So still nobody is beaten 73 points. We kind of assume that. Again, 83. All this, Jason Terry made 12 threes in a game. Dirk made 11. Manu has done it twice in the same season, actually. Free throws. None of this is new that we haven't seen. None of this stuff that we haven't seen. The stuff that we haven't seen is pretty much from 2000. So if we see anything 2000, that is something new that we haven't seen since last time. Okay, we're back at the threes. Let's go to playoffs. So Gilbert Arenas had 55. That happened this past year. Kobe had 54. That happened a couple years ago. Field goals made, still nope. 3-pointers, Jason Kidd made 11 in a playoff game. Page has done it a couple times. Vince Carter and Joe Johnson. 2005, what do we have? We've got 7 steals by Marbury. Minutes, no. Nobody's going to touch that. Turnovers, KG had 11. Oh, yikes, KG. What's going on? In a season, 3-pointers made. Still Peja. Peja's done it 3 times. While Manu's here a couple times. Dirk. Free throws. So Moses, Winston Garland. Nothing really new, too crazy there. Nobody still for assists that since the last time we've checked. Field goal percentage. This is all stuff we've seen. 3-point percentage. We've got a few different ones here. Kyle Korver. Free throw percentage. So Abdul Rauf did it last year. We're gonna have to look at that. He's on the Pacers. Okay. I wonder how much, because we saw Mark Price made like 260 out of 260. I don't know how much. Let's just go look now, and then we'll come back. Pacers should be right here. It was this season, and he made 167. That's still a good number. I mean, I don't think you guys understand how hard it is to do that for a whole season. Career. So Mike got to 30,000. Clyde got to 30,000. Some players were close, like Hakeem, Larry, who's been retired for a little while. Who's someone that's still here? Mitch Richmond, technically. But we got a drop off. We don't really have anyone else that's still here. Field goals, nobody's touching that. 3-pointer. So Blue Edwards is our current champion. He just retired. This guy is still a 96 overall. He is going to smash this record, destroy this record, because he's still a 90. I think he's only like 28. So he's got so much time to go, and he's only like 50 behind. Free throws, Michael Jordan was somewhat close. Rebounds, nobody. I mean, Hakeem is 5th, but still 7,000 away. Assists, still the same kind of guys. Nobody even really is here. Blocks, we knew Hakeem was going to take that, and he did. Shaq is down there. Shaq could get close. He's still a 94. Steals, Mike has that by a long shot. Minutes, nobody's gonna even come close. Turnovers, Isaiah, Mike, Magic, and then they don't touch any of that. But yeah, we're going to simulate this season. All right, we are at the end of this regular season. So this team is back. This team was like the 14th seed last year, and they are back because Tracy McGrady won MVP. Chris Paul, Rookie of the Year for sure. Makes sense. Chip Townsend wins Sixth Man of the Year. He's literally averaging identical numbers almost. Identical scoring, I guess. LeBron DPOY. Whoa. He finally gets that DPOY he's been wanting. Sean Livingston, most improved. I mean, I guess. Yeah, sure. And then Dallas, 65 wins. Gilbert, 27. Timmy, 27. Garnett, 24. And Dirk, 28. Wade is here, 27. Jason Richardson's 26. 24 for Braun, we saw. 21 for Weber, we saw that. And then Dwight Howard jumps up to 25 and 10. Wow, okay. Steve Nash, 28 and 9. I did adjust some shot tendencies because like Steve Nash had a 60 shot tendency. I know he's made for passing, but like Steve Nash could score. Come on now. Manu, 25 on his new team. Sharif, 21. Kmart, and then Chris Bosh. Defensive team. We can look at some other rookies. 12 and 6. Darren Williams, about 14 and 8 per 36. Lou Will, 15. Danny Granger off the bench. Gerald Green off the bench. Wow. Just like doubling his stuff. Jarrett Jack, okay. Playoffs. So Dallas 1 seed, Washington 1 seed. And Kobe wasn't all NBA. At least I don't think he was. Did we skip over him? He averaged 26. He's been averaging what he's been averaging. But okay. Phoenix is the 2 seed. Who's on? Oh, like Melo and Bosh, right? Yes, okay. This team's good. Clippers 6 seed, Magic 5th, LeBron's the 4th seed, Bulls are the 3rd seed. All right. Magic swept. Okay. Washington escapes in a 7-game series. Clippers beat Denver, and Atlanta beat Chicago. Some round. We got some sweep. Nope, not sweeps on. We got some sweeps on both sides. New Jersey loses in 6, and then Clippers lose in 5. So this is actually we can look at this side first. Yeah, this seems good. Antonio McDyess is here. I think he's a 1-year deal guy. So I don't know if Kobe and Weber again pass this team. It'd be cool if they did. They won game 1. And then we've got Melo and Bosh versus the one of the greatest teams of all time. 1-1s, 2-1s, okay. 2-2 out west, 3-1. Okay, we got some 3-2. Whose game is first? Okay. Sim with Simcast. Washington is down, I believe. So they need to force a game 7. That was an atrocious first half. There's the end of the Washington Wizards series. Dallas is down. Okay. Can the young guys take out, this team that's been dominating? It looks like they can, unless there's a second half push. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I spoke too soon. Sorry, Phoenix fans. Come on, be close down the stretch. What happened in that second half, Phoenix? What happened? Chris Bosh, Peja and McGrady got hurt, but they both had good games. Are they gonna play? They are. Okay, we're looking healthy. Give us a good game 7. Give us a good game 7. I'd be willing to watch if this is how we're gonna end off this episode. If we want to watch the last bit of a fourth, let's get it to like 3 minutes. Perfect, and we will watch this whole last 3 minutes. So let's choose sides. We've got this camera 2K, and then let's see what's going on. Peja 29. He's made 5 threes, 5 for 11. No foul outs. Come on, no foul outs. Nope, no, not on the Maverick side. And then Melo 22, Chris Bosh 10 and 13. No foul outs. Oof, Bosh is close. All right, yeah. Let's watch. Let's make this full screen. There we go. We're just going to sit back and watch. This is Game 7 of the Western Conference Final. Harris wide open. Missed. Forbes gets the rebound. Gives it to Bibby. It looks like... It doesn't look like Melo is in the game. Unless I'm just not seeing him. Although they're taking the timeout. Yeah, no, Melo's on the bench. I just saw him. So I think Dallas is in the bonus. Let's get through this timeout. Here we go. Please bring Melo back. Please. Bring Melo back. Melo. Okay, Melo's back. Bosh is out there. Bibby, McGrady, and Peja is out there. All right. The 5 players we care about that we really want to watch are here. Harris is trying to Bosh on. Is that 4? I forget what their center's name is. Is it Forbes or something? No good. Yes, Forbes. All right. Give it to Andre. Why is he dribbling the ball when we got Mike Bibby? All right, T-Mac. Remember, T-Mac and I think Peja are both hurt, but they're playing through it. Forbes, low post. Bosh, good contest. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bibby throws it up. No good. No good. Is this Devin Harris? I'm going to assume it's Devin Harris. I don't know, though. Harris. Screened by Jefferson. I forgot he was on this team. A wild lob. I don't think we've seen a bucket. Actually, we saw one. There you go. All right, Phoenix. You got a minute 40 left. All right, let's see. Chris Bosh first one up, and it's good. Big free throws. I turned down the crowd because it sounded like it was glitching out a little. Chris Bosh hasn't had a great game. But this is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these times. Like Bibby, it's kind of weird without the crowd, I will say though. Nothing's really developing here. Peja off a screen in the corner. We know that's good. There you go. We knew that was a bucket. All right, Phoenix, you got to score. Get it to Bosh. That's easy. Good pass by Harris. 3-point game with a minute left. Tracy McGrady with the ball. What's he going to do? RJ. And 1. That's a big bucket in game 7. McGrady up. and it is good. That hurts. That hurts really bad. All right, we're back. We got to see what Phoenix is able to do.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Mello, we haven't seen him touch the ball, and he throws up a quick shot. Unnecessary, but don't let him get an easy one. Free throws. I think it's going to be good to call this one. Good fight from the guys, but Phoenix gets eliminated, and Dallas is back in the NBA Finals. Two good teams. The Sixers have a good front court, so will that matter? Hasn't through the first two games or the first three games. Okay, 3-1, and then 4-1. They win another. We've got a dynasty in the building. Player retirements. David Robinson calling it. I honestly thought he already had retired. Sean Kemp, I'm going to let him go. They got to go into a new era. They got Braun there. This Victor Alexander guy made defensive teams for a while. We also, that's really it though. Was that Karl Malone that say? Or no, Karl Malone's already gone. No, Carl James. Okay. Hall of Fame. David Robinson, 2-time MVP, 14-time All-Star, 3-time DPOY, 1-time champ, bunch of All-NBA and All-Defensive teams. Yeah, deserved. Sean Kemp, though, 10-time All-Star, 1-time champ. Not many All-NBA teams. What do you guys think about that? Do you think Sean Kemp should be in the Hall of Fame for this resume? Store changes. We've got just some branding. All right. League meetings should be nothing, and then draft lottery. This isn't the greatest draft, of course. We know that. Houston first, second Heat, third Bobcats. All right. Let's go right to the draft. Houston gets LaMarcus. Okay, they've got a lot of bigs over there. Miami takes Andre Bargnani to be with Chris Paul, who they took first last year. Bobcats get Brandon Roy. Cleveland on the clock takes Rondo, one of my favorite point guards of all time, and Rondo. Rudy Gay is fifth, another former UConn player. We've also got who else? Kyle Lowry goes to the Bucks. Farmar, Adam Morrison, 77 goes to Detroit. Redick, Millsap. All right. Free agency. We've got Jason Terry, who's got some offers, going to maybe play with Braun, even though they got Jay Will, unless he's a free agent. Oh, he is. He's right down here, but he's restricted. So I imagine he would come back. Yao Ming is also restricted. Phillips unrestricted. Is he going back to Detroit? He looks like he might be. All right. Player progression. And we're going to look at teams, and then that will wrap up this episode. This team, I mean, it doesn't matter. If you have these top three, you're fine. They're all wrapped up. This team, Jay Will getting worse at 24. It's insane. Eddie Curry. What has Eddie Curry done? 12 and 10, 15, 12 in per 36. Kevin Martin's here. Hopefully he can. Looks like he might be starting. So Jason Terry went to Denver to create a new duo here. They got Douglas Bowen and Boris Diaw on the way up. We've got Wade. Needs some help for sure. Detroit, Chris Kaman. Hasn't really improved since his rookie year too much. Okay, so LaMarcus should be starting for sure. Jameer Nelson's there too. Okay, that team's not as rough as I thought, I guess. This team is young. Luol Deng jumps 3. Barbosa jumps 4. This team was just a game away from the NBA Finals. They will be back, I believe. Maybe not this year, but they will be back at some point. Tyson Chandler is improving. This team's old. I mean, 31. Penny Hardaway. He's an old guy. Keith Van Horn. They've kept these guys around, but they haven't been able to do anything with these guys. Big Z. Chris Paul jumps 6, so he's probably going to get a big jump there. Jalen Rose, who they just drafted? They just drafted Bargnani to take Big Z's spot eventually. If this duo is still here. Orlando getting worse. Ray Allen looks like he might be on his downfall. He looks like he might need a new home on the last year of his deal. Tim Duncan, I almost said Damian Wilkins. Rip Hamilton. Isaiah Ryder, team's not good. This team's, I don't think, going to be back in the final. Were they in the finals? Yeah, they were in the finals. Kobe, Chris Webber's getting a little worse, but he's still a 92. Pierce, this team is still getting better, which is crazy. They need to do some more winning, man. Dwight jumps 5. Sean Marion still here. Jerry Stackhouse, Los Angeles Clippers. Kevin Garnett, Manu. This good front court over here. Randolph, Vince Carter is just a dog. Tracy McGrady. And we're back. All right. Next episode is big. This will be the 2007 draft class. And if you don't know, Durant, Greg Oden, Al Horford, Mike Conley, Joakim Noah, Kevin Durant, who's going to win the KD sweepstakes. And I guess all these guys are the same overall before scouted, but we know Kevin Durant. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. I've kind of switched things up, so these videos will be getting posted in the afternoons instead of mornings. I know you guys have been used to getting them early in the morning, but now they will be posting in the afternoon, and you will get whatever other videos I make on top of that. But these are going to be posted in the afternoon. At 5 p.m. You want to watch the next episode? Come back every day at 5 p.m. That is when they will be up. So, but make sure you like and subscribe, comment any suggestions you have. We are in the 2007 season now. We went from 1983 and now we are in 2007. We've gone about 25 years almost. We've still got about 20 more to get to current day. And I need you guys to let me know if, are we going past current day? Like, are we getting to 2025? The end of the 2025 season and stopping, or are we going to let, guys like Luka, Shea, Tatum, Anthony Edwards finish out their careers as well, and then we go to like 2040 if the game doesn't break on me? You guys will need to let me know that, but make sure you are sharing this with your friends, and make sure you're subscribing, liking, coming back every day at 5 o'clock for the next episode.